Once upon a time, in a charming little village nestled between rolling green hills, there lived a group of animals who were the best of friends. This village was called Harmony Hollow, and the reason for its name was quite simple. The animals in Harmony Hollow were known for living in perfect harmony with one another. Each species had their own role and responsibility in the community, and they took care of one another like one big, happy family. At the heart of Harmony Hollow, there stood a magnificent oak tree known as the Friendship Tree. It was an enormous tree with branches that reached out to touch the sky, and it had a trunk so wide that all the animals in the village could gather around it. The Friendship Tree had a unique power. It could grant wishes to anyone who asked for them, as long as those wishes were unselfish and brought joy to the entire community. The animals in Harmony Hollow knew about the Friendship Tree's magic, and they used it sparingly, for they didn't want to be greedy. They would come together once a year for the Great Wishing Ceremony, where each animal could make a single wish for the village, and the Friendship Tree would make it come true. Among the friends in Harmony Hollow was Sammy the squirrel, who was known for his endless curiosity and boundless energy. He was always the first to arrive at the Friendship Tree on the day of the Great Wishing Ceremony. This year, he had a wish that he thought would make the village happier than ever before. As the animals gathered around the Friendship Tree, Sammy stood up and cleared his throat. "I wish for a grand picnic," he declared, "a picnic like no other, where all of us can enjoy delicious food, play games, and celebrate our friendship." The animals were thrilled with Sammy's wish, for they loved picnics, and they knew that this one would be truly special. The Friendship Tree glowed with a soft, warm light, signifying that the wish had been granted. With the wish granted, the animals got to work planning the grand picnic. There was excitement in the air as they assigned tasks and prepared for the big day. Benny the bunny was in charge of making invitations, while Sally the squirrel organized a bake sale to raise funds for the picnic. Robbie the raccoon oversaw the games, and Ellie the owl kept an eye on the weather forecast. As the days passed and preparations continued, the entire village buzzed with anticipation. The animals worked together, and their bonds grew even stronger. They knew that this picnic would be a day to remember, and it brought them closer than ever. Finally, the day of the grand picnic arrived. The sun shone brightly in the clear blue sky, and a gentle breeze rustled through the leaves of the Friendship Tree. The picnic area was beautifully decorated with colorful banners and flowers, and the smell of delicious food filled the air. The picnic started with a parade led by Freddie the fox, who had a talent for playing the harmonica. He led the animals in a joyful march around the picnic area, and everyone clapped and danced along. The laughter of the animals echoed through the hollow, and it was a heartwarming sight. The picnic was a true feast, with tables overflowing with food. There were berry pies, acorn stew, honey cakes, and all sorts of tasty treats that the animals loved. They ate together, sharing stories and food, and the village was filled with a sense of unity and happiness. After the feast, the games began. There was a three-legged race, a sack race, and a tug-of-war competition. Everyone participated, and the competition was friendly and fun. Even the littlest animals had their own games to enjoy, like a scavenger hunt for acorns. As the sun began to set, the animals gathered around the Friendship Tree for a special moment. They knew that their friendship was a treasure that should be celebrated and cherished. Each animal took a leaf from the tree and wrote a message of gratitude to their friends. Sammy, who had made the wish, stood in front of the Friendship Tree and spoke from the heart. "I wished for this picnic because I wanted us all to be even closer friends. Today, we've laughed, played, and shared, and we've shown that our friendship is the greatest gift of all." The Friendship Tree shimmered with a soft, golden light, and leaves began to fall gently, one by one, from its branches. Each leaf carried a message of friendship and love, and as they landed, the animals picked them up with smiles on their faces. The grand picnic came to an end, but the memories and the bonds it created would last forever. The animals of Harmony Hollow knew that they were truly fortunate to have the Friendship Tree and each other, and so, the story of the grand picnic in Harmony Hollow teaches us that the most precious things in life are not objects or possessions, but the friendships we build, the love we share, and the moments we create together. In this enchanting village, the animals understood that true happiness came from the simple joys of life and the warmth of friendship.